Good day, good day, good day. Let me just check if everything's working. Yeah, good day, everybody. And welcome to another look back on my South Korean vlogs. We're hitting vlog 49 today. It's called It'll Be a Busy Week. Just a quick thing. I'm going to try and edit this so that we can actually hear what is going on in the video that I'm talking about, so it's not too soft. So I'm going to try and do that. And without any further ado, let's see what we spoke about here. Look at that sexy beast. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Zaffer vlog, brought to you through the power of the internet and YouTube, straight from Korea. Usually I say you'll see this in about half an hour or whatever, but I'm recording it in the morning, basically. And this is my quick update also for you guys. Basically because I have one hectic week or two ahead of me. What does a hectic week entail? Right, as you all know, I suffer from motion sickness. So tomorrow... Yeah, please tell us what a hectic week entails. I will be going to Jeonju, and on Wednesday I'll be doing a workshop with the program that I'm in. But from Jeonju we drive about 2.5 hours somewhere, or 1.5 hours somewhere. We do the workshop, then we go back to Jeonju, and then I take the bus back to my hometown here in South Korea, which is about a total of, on one day I'll be traveling about 1.5 hours, and then I'll be traveling about 3 or 4 hours. Now, what this usually entails is after each... Yeah. Motion sickness and I, not good friends. Not good friends. Let me tell you, it is really not a good idea. If I get on a bus, I'm fucked. Travel session. I need at least that much time to recover from the motion sickness. I'm dead while still trying to figure out, I literally, my mind still needs to realize that it's out of the car, out of the bus, finished traveling. So it's going to be interesting to say the very, very least. And then in other news, like I said, I won't be talking much about my kid. I can actually. There was nothing much that happened last week. Let's start with the kids first. Nothing much that happened last week. I had a 3-day week last week. What, 4-day? 4-day week last week? I can't even remember. And it was... I believe, and this might come up in the next video, I believe that that trip to Jeonju and everything is I left with the vice principal at that stage, or the principal at that stage, and another teacher. I went to Jeonju after school that day. They took me, I didn't take a bus, and we went and had some fun and got drunk. Like, the entire school went to Jeonju. All the teachers went to Jeonju. We had dinner there, and they returned, and we stayed behind. I made the fuck up of, like, I know how Koreans work, so this was very embarrassing, but they told me, like, they pointed to a door to a room, and I'm like, cool, this is my room. And I get dressed and get into my, PJs and whatever, and I fall asleep with, there's no pillows or whatever, so I'm like, fuck it, this is Korea, this is normal for them. And I, like, try and fall asleep, and after about 10 minutes, the one teacher comes in that he's also staying over with the vice principal. He's like, no, we've got beds on the other side. I'm like, oh, I feel like an idiot. And we slept on beds, yeah. And essentially, the next morning, the vice principal, like, had to get to school, obviously. So we wake up early, we eat some food and everything, and we got out of the apartment. He's like, yeah, just across these 2 highways, that building over there, that's where you need to go. And I'm like, okay. And he looks at me, he's like, okay, cool, I'll drive on my way. I can drive past that building on my way. So he drove past that building, dropped me off. I just had to walk across the street with one of those road bridges, and then I got to the place. But yeah, I was pretty much hungover the next morning. unbeknownst to this current Zaffa over here. You know, over here. It was interesting. Had some fun. My schedule changed and everything. It's part of the Korean way of doing things. They'll change schedules around at the drop of a pin, which is no big deal. I'm used to it. I love my work enough that I'm like, when that happens, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Let's continue on this way. And I've been notified that the schedule might change again in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So that's like, cool, guys. At least you prepared me for it. And then, on to real life stuff quickly, before I switch over to the Twitch talk. Okay, real life stuff, so this is going to be a shorter video than normal. Interesting. I'm finished. I wanted to say busy and finished. I'm busy working on my last assignment, or essay if you're American. And it's quite hectic. It's kind of like a creative portfolio that I have to do. And it requires 5 poems, 4 like paragraphs, creative writing, 4 paragraphs of about 20 lines each, of about 10 to 12 lines each. No, about 24 lines per paragraph. It's 2 paragraphs per question, and it's 24 lines in total per every question. So it's a lot of fucking paragraphs. Don't ask me to do maths. It's in the morning. I'm still waking up. I'm only on my 2nd cup of coffee here. Just made my 2nd cup. It's a lot of work. And then after these paragraphs, we've got a short story writing kind of thing where you do. Okay, we're just going to skip ahead a bit. Okay, we're just going to skip ahead a bit. A sort of drama where morning gone, so I'm busy with that, and I'm too busy. And now on to the Twitch news things. Okay, that's the Twitch stuff, so we're gonna probably just skip through the rest of the video, I think. Let's find out. Twitch. Chat was active. It was amazing. They kept that 24-hour stream. Now on to other. Oh, this was one. This was one of my 24-hour stream things. News. I'll just need to confirm with the terms and agreement or whatever, the end user license agreement with Twitch. But I think, because I'm not partnered with them, I just want. Oh, this was one of the. This was before we had. This was before we had affiliates and partners as we have them now on Twitch. So it's literally a case of like, at that stage, I hit about 60 odd viewers, I think. Or I was close to hitting 50. So I was like, oh, this should be enough to hit Twitch. Oh, what's happening now? There we go. Test out the waters. You know, that'll work. And maybe, if it will be profitable enough, how the community on YouTube is. I wanted to be a partner while in South Korea because then I could have used the money to stay there. But the community on Twitch, the moment we cross that bridge. But yeah, so this is going to be a hectic freaking week for me. This is going to be really hectic. I'm still waking up. The sun is in my eyes. As you see, I'm squinting a lot more. So today's word is, or this week's word is busy. Again, everybody, for watching me on Twitch, following me on YouTube. Back in the day, when I had words of the day with my videos, yeah. So if you've reached this part of the video, thank you. I appreciate you for watching it. And if you've reached this part of the video, hit that like button. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. 2 clicks, 2 small clicks for you is a massive leap for Zaffa kind, I guess. But yeah, this was about, what, 4-5 weeks before I found out. Well, in this time, like I said with the previous video, it's around about here that I found out that I am not going to stay another year, which was very depressing for me and everything. So we are going to get to that point. But yeah, this was that one Jeonju trip where they literally chose, the teachers chose the restaurant, and the restaurant was It was something Valhalla or something Viking, and they had like a massive logo of a dude with a beard, a caricature of a dude with a beard on it. And they're like, oh, we chose it for you. And I'm like, wait, what? They literally chose something that reminds them of me. That was quite cool. And it was also on that Jeonju trip. It was also on that Jeonju trip where I, like, we went out of the restaurant and everything, and I think this was the snowy bit, I think. Let's just quickly see what time of the year was this. No, it might not. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. There's another trip coming up where I literally, and I have to tell you about this, and I'm probably going to tell you about this when that video happens again. We were also in Jeonju drinking and stuff, and at one point, we were waiting for people in the car to join us, and I'm like, you know what? I asked the teacher, like, can I get out quickly? And I got out, and we were right next to a street light, and it was snowing. And I got out, and I just looked up, and I just saw the snow falling, and I'm like, and it's like I see the snow moving, and like in different patterns. The flurries, actually, it's flurries, I think that's what you call it. And it was just like, at that stage, for those 5 seconds, or for that moment, I was truly, truly, truly happy. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's see what don't know what's coming up next. We're going to take it as the videos pop up, as we do the videos. First reaction, always. Remember, it's the first time I look at these videos since I've recorded them back in Korea. So that's an interesting thing. And or that's how I handle these things. So until the next video, hug someone you love, tell them you love them. And until then, have a good one.